Dan, do you have a collection of anything? You collect anything?
I'm not a hoarder at all, but I do collect books. When I read books, I put them in the cabinet and they keep it. We gave 30 away about 6 months ago. I read a new book by Alex Kershaw, my favorite author, about George Patton and the Battle of the Bulge. Very good reading there.
Yeah, big history guy too.
Yeah.
Okay, so books
I just read nonfiction, military history, things like that.
No baseball cards or stamps or,
Of course, we all had baseball cards back in the day, and of course, stupidly gave them away.
Oh,
and so,
they could have been worth something.
I know. I could have put my kids through college with that.
And I talk about something being worth something. I'm not sure if your collection of books can quite compare to one private collection of classic cars currently housed in Millbury. WTOL 11 took a drive to check out this classic collection.
We started collecting cars a long time ago, and our collection just kept growing and growing, and then as we grew we would have to build more buildings for the cars. The last time that we decided to add on, we decided to make it a big enough building so that we could spread everything out and turn it into a museum. There's 47,000 square foot here. My husband, when we got together, he was already a car collector, and he taught me the ropes with auctions and car shows, and I just got more and more into it right along with him.
I put my first car together when I was 20. It was a 57 Chevy. Before you knew it, I had 2, then I had 22, and then now it's up to 85, and who knows where we're going to stop at.
This is the Camaro Yanko, and that's the Corvette Yanko. Both of these are in their class are the first of 25. The truck collection is kind of where I navigate towards. We did use the '64 Impala for our wedding. It is absolutely a special car to us. That one's staying for a very long time.
Love me and show me that you care.
But this was the original car garage. And in here is all your Mopars. Award-winning Roadrunner here because it is built off of a 2008 Challenger, this yellow 1976 Duster. Interesting enough, someone who's come through our museum already recognized the vehicle and said it was his father's car, completely restored it. He's the man that did all the work. So now the original owner is going to come to our museum just to see his car. He never thought he would see it again.
Ooh, baby, don't you hurt me anymore.
Well, when I was a little boy, I used to have a Hot Wheel of a Superbird, and it grew on to me, and I said, someday I'm going to buy this car. And 30 years later, I got the car. People back in the 70s didn't desire the wing. They always took them off because they thought it was ugly, and I think it's pretty cool. It was always my favorite car.
A lot of movie replicas in the collection. DeLorean is completely wired, all the lights come on. It is set up just like the movie vehicle itself. Then the Batmobile is signed by a few of the people that were in the movies, even though it is a replica. Some of my favorite guests have been a nursing home that came through, and being able to walk down memory lane and see a lot of the memorabilia, the different pumps, gas pumps and signs. They really enjoy walking down memory lane.
Hear their stories about what they had when they were young and wish they still had these cars. It's a great passion for both of us.
Oh my goodness, that's quite the collection.
Joe Cromer from WTOL
Yeah,
put that
our
together. Beautifully
photojournalist.
done, Joe, if you're watching. Beautifully done. Everything was so clean.
I know.
The garage was
There's
clean.
no dust
everything.
in there.
No, I can't imagine what a job that would be to dust it every day.
Right, you know, but I think she kind of hit on that. You know, every car has a memory for people. So, you know, people come in and they look, and that's the car that we had when I was this years old, and we went here in it, or you know, they used one at their wedding. So, and I think that's kind of a lot of people love classic cars like that because they just.
I had a convertible Corvair in 1963, Corvair Corsa, that my dad got for me to drive in high school. I drove it for high school and college, and I left it behind, and Dad finally, somebody bought it from him and totally refurbished it. It's like mint condition now, and then they let me come by and check it out. It was pretty cool.
And look at it. That's cool. Yeah, and I'm sure you loved going back to be able to see it.
Yeah, it was very neat.
Drive that. Very cool.